Welcome to a very, very, very special edition of Talking Sports with UW-Thomas. I'm your host, Thomas Graney. It's very special because the host here is going to be celebrating a birthday tomorrow. I'm not sure when everybody listening and watching to this will be seeing this. So whenever you do, know that March 2nd, 2026, very special day. I'm turning the big 2-3, baby. We're past the Taylor Swift 22 era. We're going to 2-3. So that Blink 182 song, um, What's in Your Mind, I think it's called, or whatever that one song is called that has some kind of 23-year-old reference. That's my go-to song this year. That's the song I'm going to be playing on repeat probably all of Monday. But nonetheless, folks, today's guest, now towing the rubber from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, WIAC competition, and better yet, WIAC baseball is no joke. Every game is a test. Nothing comes easy here. Every inning, you earn it. When he steps on the mound, it's not just about throwing. He's there to take control. It's not just pitching. He's setting the pace. He doesn't wait for the strike zone. He takes it. When the lights come on and the crowd gets tense, that's when he locks in. Velocity with conviction. Command with confidence. You can feel it. When he's out there, it's his inning. He's not just another arm. This is precision under pressure. This is discipline in motion. He knows pitching isn't just about throwing hard. It's about breaking wills. Every windup, intentional. Every release, ruthless. Every out, oh, you already know. It's earned. From the first pitch to the last out, he sets the tone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to lock in, baby. Because when this player takes the mound, this is more than strictly baseball. It's what you want to see from a true competitor. He, again, hails from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. He is none other than pitcher Pierce Nelson. How about
Thanks for
that
having
for
me
you?
on, Thomas.
How about that? How about it?
What an intro. Thanks for having me on, Thomas. And before we get started, I'd like to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I'm delighted to have you on and being able to do this and talk a little baseball since your season is still very much fresh after a couple spring training, so to speak, games and the Eagle baseball season officially starting on Friday as they travel up to Illinois to play North Park University, Webster University, and Buena Vista University from Iowa before they head down over spring break to Florida for the Russ Matt Central Florida Invite with about 8 games, I believe it looks like, and then end of March getting into conference play. But today, folks, yes, we're going to be talking all about WIAC baseball from a UW-Platteville Pioneer standpoint and obviously from an Eagle standpoint as well. So we want to start. Pierce Nelson, let's talk about the year that was 2025 baseball before we get into 2026, if that works with you. Tell me, just recap to the listeners, to the viewers, kind of that big 2025 season from your standpoint, from the pitching rotation, all aspects. Let's cover it all. Let's get into it.
Yeah, no, 2025 was a really fun season. The Platteville Pioneers, we were a competitive team. A lot of competitive wins. We had, I think, the most top 10 wins in the country, or we were up there pretty close, beating Lacrosse a couple of times, beating Whitewater a couple of times, and just overall competing with the best of the best in the conference and best of the best in the country.
Yeah.
It's always fun going out every weekend, every week, and competing against some of the best players in the country.
Yeah, there's no question about that. I mean, if you look at, we'll tie in a quick Eagle reference. Last year, excuse me, we had a lot of big names. As far as seniors go, too, let's even start more specifically up there. We had, as I get it on my page here, there we go. We had big seniors like Isaiah Katz, Caleb Maddle, who was absolutely killing it for our Eagles. Tucker Boucher, you probably remember playing him, the 5'11", 180-pound pitcher from Oconto Falls. You had Owen Anderson. Man, George Seaman. I missed that son of a gun. You had guys like Mac Bourne, Jack Olver, Nate Whitty, a senior as well. Andrew Rakovich, who apparently, according to the 2026 unofficial roster, is going to be playing. So maybe he's taking a fifth or sixth year doing grad school. I don't know.
Yeah.
I,
Who
I'm
knows?
I'm I'm just going off what the website shows you. In fact, yeah, folks, if you do not believe me, I will show you right here, real quick once. Andrew Rakovich. Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was wrong, folks. He is indeed not on here. You know who is though? Calvin Hargrove making a
Oh yeah.
return. So they did update that. My apologies, folks. I wasn't sure about that. But anyway, Pierce Nelson. Enough Eagle baseball. We're going to get there in a little bit here, but continue on with your 2025 um, Pierce Nelson perspective recap and everything.
Yeah, no, it was a fun season. Started out the year as a reliever, and then as the season went on, I kind of transitioned to a hybrid role. It was a lot of fun being able to start games at the end of the year and ending up taking out Whitewater in the conference tournament. So that was
Yeah,
a lot of fun and um, always fun to compete and do whatever it takes to help the team win.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, just dive a little bit more into your whole team dynamic. What were some things that the coaches prioritized last season, and I guess kind of making that very soft transition into this year. What has kind of been the emphasis? What's kind of like the team motto or like the go-to phrase? You know, like I mean, for example, Eagle football is like hashtag the experience, or like 37 and 4, 37. What is it? Playoff appearances. Or something, and then for getting that fourth national title, a national championship, anything like that that you can give an insider perspective. Because again, this is unprecedented. We're getting insider information on WIAC baseball right here. So anything of that realm that you can share with the listeners, the viewers, the audience.
Yeah, I think one of our biggest mindsets is just to go out. Might sound a little bit cliche and win every pitch, win every ball game. Just go 1-0, 1-0 every game. Um,
Yeah,
you want to win, you gotta piece everything together. You gotta do the small things right, or else they turn into the big things. And
yeah,
um, a lot of that may sound cliche, but it's just something that we really have an emphasis on. We wanna get strike one. We want to get strike two. We want to just dominate the strike zone, hitters and pitchers, just all around win all aspects of the game, play clean baseball game, and we know we can beat the best teams, and we just got to go out there and compete. And um, started off pretty hot this weekend, going 3-1 down in Rantoul, Illinois.
hmm
So
yeah. But before we get into that, I want to ask you your thoughts on your game against D1 school in the Iowa Hawkeyes, which I have a friend who is a grad student there at Iowa too. What were your thoughts on that going down to I-City, getting that national um, publicity on the Big Ten plus? Your just thoughts on playing a D1 caliber school, even though you lost, if I'm not mistaken, um,
we did, yeah,
34 to 5.
yeah.
But just your overall thoughts, though. I mean, let's take the score out of it. Just the overall experience, getting to meet some of those players, probably pregame in the clubhouse or whatever. But from that game as a whole, 61 degrees down there too. Ooh, I would take that right now, this second, folks, as we head into March, any day. But your overall thoughts, experiences, even from a whole eagle eye view from the team as well. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, overall, it was a pretty fun experience being able to play on a Big Ten field against Big Ten competition. Obviously, it wasn't the outcome we hoped for, but it was still good experience to play against good ball players and overall face good hitters and good pitchers and competitive at bats. Iowa really played hard and didn't let their foot off the gas, and that's good
Yeah,
because it gave us valuable experience that we'll be able to use later in the season.
exactly. Yeah. Um. So then, Pierce, you know, harken back to this. You mentioned you just finished up a three-game series down in Rantoul, Illinois, I believe. I don't know even know where that is, but nonetheless,
Played
go ahead.
we played 4 games down there. Yep.
4 games. I'm sorry, I said three.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Elmhurst twice, Beloit, and then Wisconsin Lutheran College. Just Take me through game by game, your thoughts, your perspectives, your takeaways from each of them. So you won. So really quick, you won the first one 8-3 against Elmhurst. So you split then 10-9. That had to be a tough, gritty game, considering you were playing them twice. Beat Beloit big time, 11-1 in 7 innings. And speaking of, how about a shutout to finish off that series in Ramtell, Illinois, beating Wisconsin Lutheran College actually just the other day, 10-0 in 7 innings. So yeah, just go game by game. Your thoughts, takeaways, what you saw from the team as a whole, your hitters. Give me the whole 9 yards on that 4 game.
Yeah, no, we had a really good series. We had just really good overall put together baseball. We're not satisfied at all, but game one was really fun. Jordan Stanton, one of our returning senior pitchers, set the tone early. Bless you. But
Sorry about that.
that's all right. Jordan set the tone early. Him being able to go 6 innings was really good. Braden Schimmel came in, got the 3 inning save. That was good. We were able to compete. Bats were hot this weekend. We're going to be able to score runs every game. So as long as our pitching staff can compete like Jordan and Braden did that game, we'll be pretty good.
Yeah,
Then
yeah. So my next question for you, I guess, Pierce, is what kind of excites you about this upcoming season, based on what you've seen from the spring training slash preseason before we get into the conference season, and then looking more so, because this is obviously probably going to be the title or in the description, the WIAC baseball portion. What did you see from our Eagle baseball team last year, especially from some of the players that will be returning? Just kind of give that WIAC conference or baseball preview as well. What teams are you kind of have kind of been your arch nemesis in past years from you playing? But yeah, basically in a nutshell, just give a further preview or overview of what kind of your team is expecting to see um, in that regard this upcoming 2026 baseball season.
yeah, we're expecting to have a lot of good games, a lot of good series. With every team in the conference. Like it goes to show how difficult the conference is when every weekend is competitive and every team plays hard, first inning to last pitch, and just overall competitive, like Whitewater Lacrosse, Oshkosh, Stout, Stevens Point, River Falls, and Eau Claire, just all good teams, like week in, week out. Just goes to show like we're the best conference in the country, and no game's easy, no game's easy at all.
Yeah, absolutely. From your standpoint, as a whole, how did you think you pitched last 2025 baseball season, and what are some personal goals, or kind of, so to speak, a mission statement or vision statement that you have personally for yourself to help your team succeed this upcoming 2026 baseball season? So more personal perspective and reflection here.
Yeah, I had a pretty good 2025 season. Started the year pretty well. Was able to pitch in a lot of competitive situations. Had a pretty good season, pretty solid season. One thing I want to do a better job of this year is limiting the walks, and just being able to compete every weekend. One of my big goals is to put our team in a position to win the game every time I toe the rubber, whether it's starting, relieving, just whatever I can do to put the Platteville Pioneers in a position that they can to win. Yeah, every single time I touch the rubber, just got to stay ready and be ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So with these last few minutes here, Pierce, I want to get kind of more into an Eagle baseball perspective from at least the games that I went to and attended. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Eagle Eye preview, I guess you could call it, to put a little fancy twist on it, is underway. So let me get this up right here so everybody can see it as well. There we go. Let me get rid of that. Beautiful. There we go. So first off, oh Pierce, I forgot we didn't even get to mention the WIAC preview as a whole. The Platteville Pioneers were finished to pick fourth, and oh, sorry, right behind, right above, I should say, the Eagles, the Warhawks number one, the Titans of Oshkosh number two, number five at the point, Stevens Point Pointers, number 6, River Falls, number 7, Stout, number 8, Eau Claire. So Whitewater picked to win the WIAC after winning the regular season title in 25. They had a phenomenal team, Pierce, I must say. Would you agree not?
Yeah, yeah, no, they were a really solid team. Really, really fundamentally sound ball club that obviously won the national championship for good reason.
Yeah, there you go. They earned that automatic bid too, which I think it's kind of situationally speaking the same across both football, baseball, basketball, you name it. It's usually one, I want to say maybe two that get an automatic bid. Correct me if I'm wrong though, Pierce.
I believe just one team
Just
gets
one.
an automatic
Yeah.
bid, but typically the
Still.
WIAC gets two to three or even up to five teams in the count or in the national championship tournament.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, looking further on this article, last year the Eagle offense was on a tear. There's Chase Osterhaus too, by the way. Shout out to him. What a dog of a pitcher. We hit 327 as a team. That's pretty dang good in my opinion. I don't know about you, Pierce, but 7 of our top hitters are gone though. 7. That's a lot of power to fill. I there's no other way to put it. I mean, but we do have like guys like Emiliano Ramos, Calvin Hargrove, the aforementioned, who we talked about a little earlier, who will be back. Ramos hit 325, Hargrove at 302. Eagles finished the season with 67 home runs. And no, I'm not going to do the thing. Nope, we're not going to. 395 runs scored and 365 RBIs. Our offense was very, very powerful, I would say, last year. I mean, any other insider thoughts that you saw from the few times that your Platteville Pioneers played us as well, Pierce, as it relates to kind of the 67 home runs, the 395 runs scored, the 365. How about that?
Yeah, you could
365. You could bet a run every single day for a year with that 365. That's a cool, just off the top of the dome reference right there. So that's pretty dope. But your thoughts overall, insider perspective, from what you saw from our Eagles team as it relates to what we're reading here.
Yeah, no, I ended up starting against the Eagles twice last year. It's a really, really potent offense, really put together and uh, what's the word? Confident hitters, um, really, really put together at the plate. Um, don't chase much, and yeah, really, really just a scary, scary lineup to face.
Yeah.
It'll be nice not seeing guys like George Seaman in the lineup this year, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to be able to replace a lot of the guys that they lost from last year and
Yeah.
do pretty well again this year.
Yeah, and more so on the pitching side, again, as I have highlighted here, a 3.97 ERA and 388 innings work. Now, Pierce, I want to say myself, I feel like I'm pretty good with baseball statistical categories and everything, but 3.97, that's pretty good, if I had to say
Oh
so
yeah,
myself, right?
oh yeah,
I don't comparatively, I don't know how well you guys did last year, but a 2.60 opponent's batting average. That also pretty dang good. We had 3 hurlers. Oh, what a word there. Throw more than 50 innings while having just 3 earn 5 or more wins. Now we have Chase Osterhaus returning as top pitcher, so he'll probably be the number 1 pitcher. 8-1. Wow. Did you ever play against Osterhaus when you all played us 2 3 times last season or no?
I don't believe Osterhaus faced us
Okay,
last year. I think Curtis got the ball twice against us,
this
and
guy right here.
then
This guy right
two
here.
other
Yep.
guys. Yeah, AJ Curtis didn't pitch against us actually. It was
Let
number
me look.
23, Owen Anderson pitched
Oh, it was
against us
Owen.
twice. Yep,
Yes, Owen. Yeah, he had a Owen Anderson from what I could see last year. Where is he?
23.
He it might be later down. Here, let me go by jersey here quick. Yeah, I mean, but nonetheless, I digress. Owen Anderson, great season last year too. I mean, you got guys like the 6 foot 210. There we go. How about this? 5 hits, 9 strikeouts, 3 earned runs against that game against you back in what is that? April 23rd. That's pretty dang good, I would
Yep.
say. Um, But yeah, there's oops, sorry. Oh my gosh, stop it. Chase Osterhouse. Let's pull up him quick. Oop. But yeah, Chase Osterhouse. I'm excited to see him. As we mentioned, um, look at these stats right here, pretty good. The only slip up I would say maybe 10 hits against Oshkosh, but otherwise well under double digits. Good strikeout to ball walk rate, and hardly not allowing any earned runs too. So excited to see what he'll be producing as well. Stop it! Oh my gosh, there we go, there we go. We have Chris Schwartz entering his 22nd season with a 534, 341 and 2 record and 307 and 185, 624 percentage in WIAC play. He's the winningest coach in school history and fourth all time in the WIAC. We, as for our Eagles, have won two WIAC regular season titles in 12 and 16, three WIAC tournament championships. We had that 2012, 16, and more recently 2023 season. 8 appearances in the D3 tournament, including 3 times within the last 3 years. So hopefully, knock on wood, we can make it 4 times within the past 4 seasons and advancing to the Collegiate World Series 3 times, including most recently in 2023. So yeah, overall, big picture wise, as I am still sharing. My bad. There we go. Overall, um, some final thoughts here before I give it back to Pierce for some final thoughts as well. Here on this very special birthday edition of WIAC Baseball Preview here again with myself, Thomas Graney, and UW-Platteville pitcher Pierce Nelson. I think this realistically, Pierce, is going to be a very strong season for the Eagles. Um, Obviously, our non-conference slate is shaping up to be really, really nice. Obviously, we got great games coming up, like against Ripon College, St. John's, which seems to be a team both for baseball and basketball that both JT and Schwartzy both like. We got William. I'm not sharing by the way, but William Patterson University from New Jersey in that Florida tournament as well over spring break. Let's see where else here. Union College from New York. Colby College from Maine. So good overall non-conference schedule. I'm excited to see that play out. But then we get right into conference season, end of March. We got a doubleheader against River Falls. Actually, you could say two straight doubleheaders, both on Saturday and Sunday, before we get to Whitewater for uh, a 4 game series over 2 days as well. Platteville, I'm looking forward to this. You guys are going to be coming down early April. I will be there. It's right after the week after Easter. I'll be there that Wednesday, um, for sure, probably for game two, as I have a class right before Pierce that doesn't get done until about 1 o'clock. So I'll be a little late maybe to game one, and we'll see how I'm feeling, but I'll definitely will be there for game two. Stout, and then St. Olaf. I don't. They're not part of our conference, are they, Pierce? Or am I
No,
tripping?
no, they're not.
I didn't think so. Yeah, but in recent years, in years past, I know we have played St. Olaf, but we got Eau Claire then, mid-April. We welcome you guys back end of April too for a doubleheader on Wednesday once again. Points for 4 games over 2 days too, and then Oshkosh to finish up by the early May here. So overall, personally, Pierce, I'm looking forward to this season. I think we got some great potential. Again, the very unofficial roster is very small, so it's really hard to get a bigger picture. But you got again guys like Ramos, Frischman, Campbellback, Viv, Vanden Heuvel, Rimmerly, I guess, Rakovic. From what I'm seeing from this 2026 unofficial baseball roster, Curtis, like we already mentioned, Pye, Manders, Bourne. Um, so yeah, overall, I'm remaining very excited about what the season will look like. And as always, friends, go Eagles! But to finish us off here, Pierce Nelson, we have a little bit of time. Let's give the listeners the same kind of theme from a Pioneer baseball standpoint.
What was that?
Oh, sorry. What's same kind of thing that I just did, but from a Pioneer standpoint, your thoughts on the upcoming season and what you're looking forward to seeing.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to. We had a lot of freshmen step up in big moments this weekend. I'm looking forward to them budding and developing and pitching in big moments this year. We have a lot of returners too that are still ready to compete and
For sure.
should be a productive season from the Platteville Pioneers. So
Yes, sir.
looking forward to being able to compete.
I'm looking forward to seeing you too come again. What is that? early April, and then late April, come on down. Look forward to connecting and bumping elbows with you too pregame if I can. But folks, there you have it. The 2026 WIAC baseball with an insider, Pierce Nelson himself in the flesh, coming back on the show. Pierce, I hope you enjoyed the insane intro I gave you too to start off. Any final words that you want to give the listeners, the viewers, the audience about this 2026 baseball season? Any pitches to come to games of yours or obviously of Eagles? Just any last words, I guess, in general.
Yeah, no, it's always a good time coming out to WIAC baseball games. I grew up going to UWL games, and they're always pretty fun to go to. So whether you're in the Cross or Platteville or wherever you are in the WIAC, don't be afraid to come out and watch some good baseball.
hmm No question about it. Well, Pierce, I want to thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy schedule with baseball and everything else over at Platteville going on to talk a little Pioneer baseball and a little Eagle baseball as well. Folks, I want to end with a little philosophical and a little reflection. Thank you so much, by the way. Again, as it's my birthday tomorrow, I want to get a little philosophical here, and I got about, oh, sweet, 5 minutes to do so. So I will not even take up all 5 minutes, but I want to get a little philosophical here. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for all the support, both on YouTube, both on Spotify. I think Pierce can speak. Oh, geez, sorry. Speak of this too a little bit. But seeing the growth of this channel, seeing you guys, the audience, being so engaged and wanting to see this platform grow for myself really, and I mean this genuinely and authentically from the heart, means the world to me. I look forward to continuing to bring on these big time guests. Shep, um, a slight tease, we might have him back on in May. Probably Carlos Clayton we'll have on again. You probably saw that one, Pierce. We'll have on Brett Loftus, Biko Scala, Josh Chalevsky. We'll have on probably in May as well too. I'm going to put out a whole bunch of content mid-May, right after finals finish, and right before the logger season as well. Uh, Accumulates and starts up their season. So be looking on the lookout for that. Unfortunately, nothing will be posted over spring break. I will be in wonderful Ireland, Ireland, mate, Dublin, Ireland, enjoying some wonderful vibes and times with that St. Patrick's Day culture and everything too, immersed in there. But be on the lookout come May though, right after finals. Going to be putting on a lot of content um, right before that again that loggers and steams season really gets going into the heat of their schedule. But again, folks, I want to say genuinely again, and I think again, like I mentioned, Pierce can speak to this too. Thank you so much for everything. Again, I'm getting very philosophical here, folks, but thank you so much for everything, folks, for sharing the videos, for coming on the live streams for Badger basketball, for coming on the live streams for the College Football Playoff National Championship between Indiana and Miami, for just the success, for the growth of the channel. Um, we have seen so much happen in such a short span of time, and I'm sorry again, Pierce, to be so yapping here, but
No, it's all right.
this is all coming from the heart. Like seeing what has happened ever since the very first real official episode, the one with Matt Janis, the one the one that saw them, if I can pull it up, I can show everybody on my end too, that saw them repost it and probably has, being very humble here too, the most amount of plays too, that I can think of. So yeah, thank you so much, folks, for genuinely helping me continuing to expand my reach, my growth, um, in this very evolving sport industry. This podcast, folks, has meant so much to just helping me continue to evolve my radio voice, my on-air voice, so to speak. Um, On-air Thomas, as I like to call myself now, has really started to kind of find a bigger niche, a bigger groove with play-by-play as well too. So doing those play-by-plays has definitely meant the world. So yeah, folks, if we look back here, go back in the timeline here, the Matt Janis interview really was a stepping point for me of seeing that I can land these big shots, so to speak. By the way, RIP to Matt Janis. I know Matt, you're probably never going to get word of this. Oh, gosh, I do not have much time. More philosophical here, folks, coming your way. But Matt Janis, I want to say, I know he's not with UW obviously, but Matt Janis, I don't even know if you're ever going to get wind of this, but thank you so much as well for coming on the podcast many a times. I enjoyed our conversations with him. I hopefully Meckles Weefel I can get on if I can work my magic, but obviously JT Gritzmacher, you can expect some more with him. Potentially some Eagle baseball players too down the line. We will just have to wait and see, folks. But with that, I just want to say again, folks, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Yeah, that interview with Matt Janis, by the way, folks, continues to be one of the top episodes of mine. There we go here. 181 streams and downloads, 263 Spotify plays. So again, folks, thank you so much for the success of that episode. Thank you so much for tuning in this past year. Oop, that was not what I wanted to say. But yeah. Oh, 30 seconds. Okay, folks, I'll leave you with this. Never take no for an answer, folks. Right? Boom shakalaka. And finally, I want to say, everybody here, go for your dreams, baby. Let's go. Pierce Nelson, thank you so much for coming on the show. That's what I want to leave the viewers with. Everybody, have a great start to your March. Pierce Nelson, you son of a gun, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me on, Thomas. Have a good one.
You
Happy
too.
birthday, too.
Appreciate
Don't
it.
party too hard, man.